Alright. What's up, everybody? We're here live on my subathon. We're about to cast 1 hour of the Florencio files. We added this as a sub goal. People got excited. They said, wow, that's going to be incredible. Let's bloody do it. Up here in the top left on his Terran account, this is Florencio. His opponent in the bottom right, no way. Now, this game was titled ICU, as in, that usually means intensive care unit, but it could mean irritable, crusty, ultra-sensitive infection, for all I know. You never know what it is with Florencio involved. Now, keep in mind, guys, Florencio is a psychopath. We've actually got a bunch of viewers in chat who've never watched the Florencio files, as well as Base Habit, who was the victim of Florencio in the first ever episode. And already, Florencio is going for an eBay block on a Zerg player. Welcome to, but the tiniest morsel, but an hors d'oeuvre. But one filthy little nugget of crusty hangers that does start to give you a bit of flavor for how Florencio plays StarCraft. For those who don't know, Florencio is the man that when I was at a loss after casting a few of his games, I had no idea what the hell I was watching. My head was hurting. The cheese was poorly executed, yet always had some element of genius in it that would throw the opponent off and confuse them. There was always some twisted logic where he would kind of lead his opponents down this dark, winding corridor of weird stuff as he goes for the second eBay block. And their mentality would slowly break. Their mentality would slowly break apart, and they would be like, what the hell is going on? You know, and that's essentially what he would do, right? Florencio, known for not making an orbital command center, known for being 2 to 20 SCVs behind from where he should be on all his games. Originally a Protoss, has branched into Zerg and Terran. He's basically a weirdo who goes on the ladder, and he exists not to win the game, but to win in the most annoying way possible. Everything in his play is disruption and annoyance into dirty trick. There is nothing Florencio has ever done that could be called solid, well-rounded, or, you know, oh, that's a really solid move. No one's ever looked at a move Florencio has done and said, that's solid. They've always looked at it and said, that is the loosest. I mean, if we're talking, you know, StarCraft strategies, most of Florencio analogies you can apply to stools as well. He is a Sewer Mermaid, after all. For those who don't know, he is actually literally part mermaid and part human, and he lives in the sewers underneath Los Angeles, which wasn't great 10 years ago, but it's I hear even worse today. I haven't been there in a hot minute, but he does live under there, and yeah, much like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, he's learned to embrace his environment. He does use the feces that he has a ready supply of to try and, you know, Simba his opponents, so to speak. That's one of his favorite moves, for those who don't know. It's where he takes, he kind of paints it across the forehead and says, all of this will be your filth. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Did you just put poo on my face? That's essentially your standard Florencio files experience. Reaper's going to come in right now. The double eBay block to throw off the Zerg's build order. And the Reaper's going to have a bit of a dance around now. Oh, there we go. Gets another Zergling. Nice micro. Unfortunately, those Lings are going to come in. And yes, he has multiple idle workers, guys, because that is Florencio. He's also got an engineering bay, and the slowest erection of all time is about to get itself up here. He's just going to slowly winch that bad boy up. He's also got an SCV hidden in the corner, ready to go for a corner base. Zergling's going to run up that ramp. He has not built a single fighting unit other than that Reaper, by the way, which is coming home to defend this. Looks like 2 SCVs have died in this early game. And Florencio trying to repair his Reaper with the SCV by the looks of it. Maybe is this a purposeful technique to block the Zerglings? I don't know why the SCV is following the Reaper, but it is. The planetary has now erected itself. Lings are up. Get the Reaper behind the wall. Behind the wall. Behind the wall. Oh my god, Florencio, what are you doing? Get behind Florencio. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, he was pulling SCVs in a heli, and it's okay. If the Reaper dies, it is what it is. The Reaper's just there like, I'm almost dead. Come and bite me, little Zerglings. 100% trying to bait the Zerg player into running into the planetary there. And he does start a command center in the corner at the same time. Now, for those who don't know, a lot of you might think StarCraft's a pretty hardcore game. It's only for the competitive gamers, but I think Florencio, as much as he is a sewer creature, has done a lot to promote the game for the average player base of people out there who just want to play some games for fun and don't want to spend 1,000 hours learning hotkeys and techniques. A lot of people are also lacking in hardware. So for those who haven't been here since the start of the series, you might not realize Florencio actually is the man who basically bridged the gap between the casual and the pro player base. He was roommates with Neeb, America's greatest pro gamer, for many, many years, and he actually played on an Xbox controller for most of those years as well. So even if you don't have the hardware requisite to be a StarCraft player, you know, you don't have a keyboard and mouse, a high-powered computer, it's okay, guys. You just use an Xbox controller, plug it in, and you can still make it happen if you play like Florencio. You know, he reminds average Joes that StarCraft doesn't have to be elite, well-rounded strategy. It can literally be you picking up some feces in-game with a controller and then throwing it at your opponent. So I've heard dozens of players who told me they watched the Florencio. Oh my god, the command center killed the SCV. Oh no! Hold that thought. I'll explain more about that in a second. Guys, the command center is at 99%. Oh no, this is so bad, man. But he's got Hellions. If he can get an SCV down there to finish that, that would be amazing. Okay, Ling's running over here. Yeah, so for those who don't, there we go. New SCV is going to come out. He's going to see if he can escort that over to the base. I've had dozens, maybe hundreds of people say to me, I was too afraid to play StarCraft, and after watching a few episodes of the Florencio Files, I realized that even with my lack of skill, I too could enjoy winning StarCraft games and find a way to win. And I was like, that's beautiful, you know? So Florencio has shown, you know, it doesn't matter if you only play with a mouse or a controller, you don't use any control groups. There's always a way to victory and to having fun and to torture your opponent. So hats off. He's trying to torch his opponent rather than torture him right now. Oh, that's a pretty good corner, actually. I didn't know you could fit so many units in there. Any holes a goal for those Hellions and Reapers. The Zerglings running around the map right now. No Way is going Hydras. We've got Groove Spines, but now we're going Spire. The economy management looking pretty lit here, guys. You can see the saturation's looking pretty even and well-rounded, and we're going to build 4 Spore Crawlers in the third, 4 in the main, none in the... No, 4 in the... Oh my god. Guys, I just watched No Way commit Sudoku. No Way literally just went, I have not a great economy, but 42 drones will have to do. And then just took their entire economy and just fucking went... Their friggin' intestines are literally dropping on the ground right now. They are... That is... Oh my god. They just killed 12 drones to build Spore Crawlers. Did they... Whoa, what? I just pressed back. Sorry, guys. Oh, sorry. This is an older replay, so it's on a default hotkey setup. Hasn't even seen a sign of a starport when they've decided to do this. Don't mind that instant rewind, guys. My headphones did fall out when I was committing Sudoku just there. Anyways, so basically, yeah, that... I don't know what 12 Spore Crawlers is for. But, I mean, it blocks the battlecruiser. So we can argue it was worth it, I guess. Though to be fair, you could say inadvertently the battlecruisers killed 12 workers already because they built so many spores, even though they have Hydra and Queen Tech available. Florencio right now pulls out his flamethrower and says, hello, little Zerglings. Bernie McBurn burn. Bernie McBurn burn. He's just going to go after these. Oh, ow, 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 oh, the Hellions not focus firing. Oh my god, remember guys, Florencio has a theory he teaches at his science school for kids who can't macro good. If you damage lots of units, rather than actually focus firing correctly and killing them, it does inflict more pain because those units will regen so they can take more damage later. Oh my god, he just killed like 30 workers. Okay, 19 workers went down, not to mention the 12 he killed with his own thing earlier. The last Hellion goes down. Florencio right now, honestly, you guys know how some people, like, they'll have like kills they write on the side of like their tank or their plane. They do like little marks, like I've shot down 10 enemy fighters and there's like 10 skulls on the side they paint on the side of the plane. Florencio, I don't know what is, guys, like in Ode, all the Hellions went down, but I'm pretty sure he just draws a giant dick on the side of this command center and is like, because we dicked him. This is in honor of the Hellions, so the number of times he's completely dicked his opponent is up to #1 for that big Hellion dive there. So #1, he goes, oh, we're keeping tally. And he'll draw an extra chode next to it as well. If it's an extra efficient fight or extra crazy where he kills a whole army, like a big nuke on an army, that's where we get to see a chode rather than just a normal spaghetti schlong. Anyways, Blue Flame Alien Magfield's on the way. 2 more factories as well. 4th command center coming up. He's got planetaries and turrets everywhere. Now, it's kind of funny because when Florencio plays Protoss, he's obviously able to be a little bit more active because Protoss are overpowered. When he uses Terran, though, it's more like watching a man methodically digging a ditch, filling it with spikes, and then standing behind it and saying, your mum's fat. She's a slut. Your mum's a fat slut. And the opponent's like, that doesn't affect me, like, whatever. But then he sends some Hellions in your base, and he's like, oh, also, I banged your sister. Ha ha ha, she's ugly. You know, like it's a cumulative buildup where he builds these ridiculous defensive positions, and by harassing them and annoying them over time, it's like they're constantly, your mother smells of elderberries. Like it's this constant buildup of psychological torment, and they almost always eventually snap and YOLO into a bad position. And the thing is, it's not like he does this so consistently with Terran. Like it's just annoying them, keep expanding, keep putting planetaries in these like widow mines and disgusting defensive positions. And eventually they will get angry. They'll be like, fuck you. And they'll run and they'll fall into the spiked pit and impale themselves on it. Even though they spent the previous half an hour watching him with his shovel dig said spiked pit, put sharpened stakes in it, they will still, at some point, always lose their cool and they will charge into that spiked pit. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. You might think, how can the Zerg lose from here? They're actually doing an okay job of macroing. There's a Rotron, Hydroden, Triple Evo, Hive, Spire. I mean, yeah, I would agree. However, there is a small problem people have on the ladder until they get to about High Masters GM, which is an inability to macro through unfamiliar circumstances. And that's the big problem. Like if No Way just takes a 4th, takes a 5th, takes a 6th, builds another 20 drones, no way they can lose. They just roll banelings into planetaries all day. But if you sit on 59 workers, that's a number where it's kind of scary to roll banelings into planetaries, isn't it? So we've got the Ghost Academy on the way. Florencio is just kind of chilling for now. He's going, why aren't you attacking? He's like, okay, I might need to plan something extra annoying. I guess I'll get building armor, a random Banshee. We'll get some nukes. We'll get Cloak for Ghosts. Let's do it. Got a few more Cyclones on the way. And No Way is now adding Roaches, because that's what you need, guys. An 11-minute Roach transition when you're on Hive Tech. So, as always, I think we can start to see the cumulative effect of the weird. You see a planetary this early, you lose 20 drones to aliens, there's a battlecruiser, you're freaking out a little bit. No Way right now is a little bit tangled up. Oh, I need Corruptors and Hydras and Lings and Beans and Roaches and Spines and also Great Spire and also 3 Evo upgrades at once. So already No Way is kind of overcomplicating things, right? Whereas Florencio, he always knows the goal. And the goal is for his opponent to uninstall the game when the map's over. Win or lose. I've seen Florencio lose games where I'm still quite sure at the end of it that his opponent has literally just Alt F4'd and uninstalled from the launcher and said, I'm never playing this effing game again. What did I just experience? You know, it's that ability to really put people into a dark place, and that's what he's looking for. Is Florencio wants to take souls. He wants to ruin people's days. So let's see how we can go about it. Now he's setting up some Widow Mine traps. Not a bad way to do it. The Zerg player seems to be... Is this Zerg map hacking? Whoa. Instant rewind, guys. Is this Zerg map hacking? Wait, this guy's map hacking. Did you see that? Okay, we're watching from the Zerg's camera, guys. He's watching the army through the fog. Wait, what's there? He's watching the army through the fog. This guy's map hacking. This guy's map hacking. Holy shit, I can't believe I didn't realize. I thought the Spore Crawlers were a bit suspicious, but I was like, whatever. The guy built a planetary. People always build battle cruisers after they do planetaries, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Oh my god, he's staring at the units and now he's splitting Hydras off. Oh my god. This nerd is map hacking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, Florencio, I normally make fun of you for getting that car battery out and attaching those 2 cords onto the nipples of your opponents. Dude, don't even attach it to their nipples. I want you to attach it to the ball sack of this loser. I want you to put it right on the balls and crank that car battery up. I want you to fry this nerd, man. Fry this nerd. Florencio is rarely the good guy, guys. In this case, he is definitely the good guy. Oh my god, crank it up to 11. Murder this nerd. Okay, this nerd, macro... Okay, so for those who don't know, basically map hackers are the worst StarCraft players ever. Because they know everything that's going on, and they try to, like, hard counter here. And Florencio's style especially is hard counterable. Now, someone recommended this game. They said this was a really fun game. He played it on stream. Guys, did Florencio know that he was playing a map hacker? Do they have a history, him and this No Way guy? Or was he playing blind? Okay, oh, Ling's okay, he's gonna click. The whole army's clicking on the planetary from 3 screens away. Oh my god, this Zerg player is so incompetent. Florencio's 2 tanks just killed 30 units. The planetary killed another 30. The Zerg just clicked on the planetary from half a map away, so his unit was strung out in a column. You guys know how the army lines up in ranks before they fight? No, no, no. This dude, no way, literally tells the column to charge into the enemy. This is a guy, when his infantry division is moving around on the road in trucks, he tells the trucks to drive into the enemy machine gun fire before the soldiers even get out of the back of the unarmored trucks. No way is an absolute nincompoop. This player's in, he's like, there's not many units defending the planetary. Click on it from the other side of the map. I'm like, what? You absolute moron. Guys, check it out. He's looking, oh my god, he's looking here. He doesn't know about the nukes. Okay, he's coming back. Does he know how detection works? He doesn't, he sees where the ghost is, but he doesn't know how to kill it. He sees the ghost. He doesn't know why his units won't blow up. Okay, he blows up 2. It takes a lot more than 2 banelings to kill a ghost, you moron. You absolute moron. He uses 2 banelings to blow up on it. Doesn't even deal with the other one. Oh my lord. Oh, and he still hasn't made an overseer. No way, doesn't know how to use detection. Oh, okay, here it comes. Here it comes. There is overseers. There are overseers. They were on the other side of the map. Oh my god, this Zerg is atrocious. Okay, I want to watch this from No Way's vision. I want to watch this from the MAPHACKER's vision because it is so hilarious. Like, even if they win this game, which, okay, they'll probably win because Florencio's whole style is tricks, and obviously they'll see all the tricks coming. So they morph in more broods. They see the army down here. Of course, this player doesn't use control groups for anything as the hatchery. They're making +2 melee, +2 range. We're like, okay, we're staring at this army over here. We're going to stare at it. Let's go back to everyone's camera. The army's not there. Hellions come through the top of the map. No Way immediately clicks their whole army up there and then just sits here. Okay, you'd actually, if you lose a bunch of, that's a lot of Hellions. You do not want to run Lings into that. That is a lot of blue flame Hellions, guys. Oh my lord. Oh, that's a lot. Oh my god, the Roach Hydra Bane wasn't even A-moved on it, so they didn't even help out. That's, I mean, it's not a great trade for Florencio, but it still just looked pretty beautiful, man. This Zerg is so terrible. Anyone call for some barbecue? Yes. Okay, so what do we got? Cyclones, battle cruisers. Now, I think unfortunately for FLO guys, there's a big problem that will hurt him here, and that is science. For those who don't know, Florencio runs a school for disadvantaged children who aren't able to macro good. Basically, dumbasses that can't, you know, click fast. They're like, I only have 12 APM, derp. And people say, no hope, you've got no hope. I'm Pig, I'm an elitist coach, you need to learn how to macro. And people, luckily, like Florencio, take them under their wing and say, Pig's a douchebag. He might not take you under his wing. I will. Come to Florencio's science school for kids who can't macro good, and we'll teach you the way. And the thing is, he does have a rule there. And a rule in his science school is one must only make upgrades if one has a specific purpose for that upgrade. And basically what we've realized is you can never, according to his definition, have a specific purpose for an attacker armor upgrade. So he's almost never made one in his entire career as a player. And that's a problem because this Zerg is making a lot of Evo chamber upgrades and he's going to be stuck on 0-0, what is now Thor's building. And yeah, that's basically Florencio's whole rule is you can't make upgrades unless you have a purpose. Like, why would you do that? You know, there needs to be a specific person. I'm like, what about shooting guns faster? He's like, that's not specific enough. That's fucking stupid. And I'm like, okay, what about like blue flame? He's like, yeah, roast drones. You want to roast drones real hard right now? Make blue flame, let's go. So he basically only makes the specialty upgrades. He never makes attacker armor, which means his units will scale pretty badly. Also, the Zerg is making neural infestors, which is going to be pretty messed up because obviously when you have map X as well, it's gonna be great. Now Florencio drops a nuke at his own feet. Oh my god, the Corruptors A-move in. Remember, the Zerg has no control groups, guys. The Zerg has no control groups. Oh my god, they F2 their whole army down here. All the Corruptors are gonna go down. That nuke is unfortunately not gonna land on the Zerg army. There is a battlecruiser picking off some BCs, though. Every Corruptor died down here. This Zerg player, oh my lord, guys. I don't know if nincompoop is a strong enough word for this map hacking piece of scum. I think No Way may be a bit of a jackass. I'm just saying. I'm saying. You guys tell me if I'm crossing the line at all. I think they might be both a nincompoop and a jackass. I mean, that was just the Corruptors just flying into the Cyclones out of the army. That was pure jackassery, if you ask me. Now, I'm sorry if I've crossed the line with anyone. I know some of you Some of you, you know, say I'm a bit too harsh sometimes. I'm going out there. I'm putting that on going out on a limb here, okay? Here we go, guys. Okay, Roach Hydra will defend those Cyclones, but Broodlords will as well on that side. Florencio right now is going to need to dig deep, guys. Can you imagine if your whole thing is just trying to irritate your opponent into making mistakes? You know, that's your whole thing. That's what Florencio's whole thing is. How do you irritate someone into making mistakes if they can see the entire map? He's going to have to use skill. And this is a big problem, man. That kind of goes against most of the tenets of Florencio's science school. It's almost never meant to be about skill and execution. Like, multi-prong actively in 3 places, it's usually more like distract them over here, then YOLO here, right? It's more like that. Florencio just killed the Lyote. Oh my god, I mean, it's not an Urubu, but he still just killed a Lyote. And I gotta say, Florencio might give some bad juju for you. Might even things out for this silly map hacker. Infestors are move commanding forwards. Oh, he's got Neural. He's got Neural. Oh, God. Oh, God, no! Florencio's... He's trying to focus down the Neural Infestors, but he's getting hammered right now. Oh, no, the Neural annihilating him. And Florencio, uh-oh, takes a terrible fight there, stumbling into No Way's army. No Way doesn't know how to turn and attack the units before the Neural runs out. Not surprised by that whatsoever. More Thors coming out. They need to pull back. He actually kills a Broodlord, and No Way runs away from the army that he massively outnumbers. Keep in mind, guys, No Way does have full 2-1 Hydras with full Hydra upgrades, Roach speed. We've got Bane speed, +2 melee, Adrenal Glands. It's going to make 62 more Zergers. Now remember, No Way's macro has not progressed. They haven't transferred drones from their natural at all. Their third base is also struggling right now. They grabbed their whole mineral line to put 3 on gas. They're only at 55 drones. No Way's macro is utter crap. I mean, like I said, they could have 5 bases. They could spread creep. There's a lot of things they could do that they're not doing. Florencio, on the other hand, is actually at the magic number. He's paused building SCVs here because he understands the power of the 69. Remember, guys, sometimes you just got to tuck yourself upside down, turn upside down, and jam that Thor Punisher hammer inside your opponent's face. Okay, he's still getting overwhelmed, though. That was not a good fight. And his Thors are in splash damage mode. Oh, no, they're in the wrong firing mode. Okay, that was a really bad fight for Florencio. If he pulled back and grouped up, I think he could have done this. But now he's in big trouble. The Planetary is going to get YOLO. The SCV is trying to repair. The Lings are going to walk in. The Corruptors flying over the missile turrets. No Way actually pulled the Corruptors back from the missile turrets. A rare case of them paying attention. The Hellions driving in, killing a bunch of drones on that side. Important that he keeps doing stuff like this. Florencio, this Planetary will kill at least 40 units, I believe, or 35 before it goes down. There we go, 35 kills. The Broodlords do take it out, though. Behind this, Florencio, that was a big section of his economy, unfortunately. And he was at 69 workers, but his opponent struck in and at that moment removed his 69. He was unable to turn that Frau upside down. Defensive nuke there, but the Zerg army's already pulled away. Hellions going to drive in. No Way has already evacuated the drones at this point. Hopefully, Florencio is getting suspicious of their absolute loser of an opponent. And here we go, guys. The Hellbat's going to take out that 4th base. All right, Florencio, you need to dig deep into your bag of tricks. No Way, by the way, has accidentally sent drones all over the map. I think they ran those away from this base and accidentally clicked them on the other side of the map, which is kind of hilarious. All right, Hellions are going to take out these Hydras. The Infestors and the Broodlords will eventually clear those up. Florencio tries to scan those Infestors and focus them down, but 2 Hellions cannot really kill Infestors, man. Oh, guys, go to No Way's camera. No Way didn't hear the nuke. No Way didn't pay attention to the nuke. Oh, get wrecked, you map hacking virgin. Oh, you have map hacks and you're getting nuked? How many nukes can you get hit by with map packs? That is an impressive feat. Someone get this man an official in-game StarCraft 2 achievement where it's a picture of a fucking donkey holding up a beer as a nuclear explosion like irradiates its skull and turns it into a goddamn freaking X-ray of a human. I don't even know, man. This player is an absolute baboon. That is a 43 kill, now 44 kill Ghost, guys. Hellions are running in as well. I mean, to be fair, guys, I'll stop being harsh. Look, No Way might be a hacker, but let's be real. No Way, I couldn't keep up with this multitasking. There's occasionally a Hellion or 2 running in the top and a single Ghost repeatedly nuking the bottom base. What are you even supposed to do in that scenario? Oh, people in the chat are saying, is multitasking bad? What are you talking about? What are you talking? You think what would you possibly do to defend a single Ghost on one side and 2 Hellions on the other side? If anyone in Twitch chat or the comment section can explain that in an honest way, without having to reach, I'll correct myself, but I'm pretty sure there's no counter to a single Ghost nuking your base and 2 Hellions harassing in a different location at the same time. far out, people. Seriously. You guys are just pushing things a bit too far with your bias towards Florencio here, okay, guys? My God. Have some self-respect and some decency, people. You know, try to be have a little bit of intellectual integrity, please, please. The ghosts are now going to cloak and move forward. No Way still hasn't figured out how detection works, and a few of those do get sniped. The Infestor is underground. That doesn't think to pop up and fungal, and so it does go down. Hellions driving in there. Hellions driving in there. No Way's like, it's okay, I've got 3-2-3 upgrades. I'm smart, Zerg player. And Florencio there in a napalmy bath of flames says, get wrecked, nerd. Holy crap, guys. That is amazing. I think this might be the first time I've seen Florencio play a MAPHACKER. You guys let me know if there was another episode that I've forgotten about. We've done hundreds of episodes of the Florencio files, but holy crudsicles. What a way to kick off the hour. I had no idea. I feel like I previewed this game very quickly to check what happened in it, see if it was worth casting. And didn't realize it was a hacker. But holy crud, that is awesome. That is really cool. Well played, Florencio, removing just a little bit more scum from the earth, you know? He's not the cleanest of people. Polite society people don't really appreciate the Sewer Mermaid. But sometimes you need evil to fight evil. Hats off to you, mate. Alright, guys, continuing our 1 hour of Florencio files after that banger of a start. We've got Florencio down here in the bottom left side of the map. Up against hamburgers in the top right side. Freedom. That's right. This is an American Protoss if I've ever seen one. And Protoss versus Zerg with Florencio as the Zerg is always interesting. He has inflicted so much pain as a Protoss onto Zerg players. I can't wait to see what he's got in store. So this is a 14 spawning pool, or 13 maybe. Wait, I get it. Yep. All right. He's going to build 2 more drones. So it's a 13 pool into 2 more drones, and he's got a drone going across the map. Now, it's a gateway for hamburgers, who's going to see this. Now, hamburgers, are you watching? Hamburgers is not watching. I don't think they saw it. Let's see if they glance at that natural. There's a drone coming in. Oh, it's even attacking the pylon. He looks at it. He looks at it. Okay, he's going to send a probe over there, no doubt, to defend. He's glancing at it. He's going, what do I do? Okay, he's going to send one probe down. A probe does lose a fight to a drone head-to-head, but if you can get a second hit off before it gets its first hit off, that is totally fine. And there we go. Second probe will do it. Now, Florencio's floating a fair bit of money, guys. He's built an Overlord. He's now going to build 6 more Zerglings. Okay, 6 Zerglings are coming out. Interesting. Oh, I think he wants to get a hatchery down for shoresies here, man. Second gate, second gas going up right now for hamburgers. And hamburgers is rallying onto the gas, which unfortunately means that's going to get oversaturated. Is distracted by this drone, man. And Florencio's trying to create distance so he can get a hatchery down. Almost certainly. I think there's just enough space maybe to get a hatchery down. The way it works is if you move past the probe at full acceleration, because it stops to attack and then has to accelerate again, you can get enough space to build a hatchery. I mean, Florencio's got 300 minerals, man. He gets it. He gets it. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Very nice hatchery in the main base. Ooh, yeah. No queen behind. Oh, no, there is a queen as well. He's got a queen. He's rallying Zerglings nonstop. Florencio is he's going for the distraction hatchery in the main, which if you let it finish, he'll go for. Oh, wait, he's got 4 drones as well. 4 drones as well. He's going to attack the Zealot in the wall. Oh, my lord. Okay, he pulls back to allow that to get attacked. But man, that positioning is kind of nasty. Only 1 Ling and 1 drone can fight it at a time. This Zealot is making a stiff account of himself as he absolutely dicks 5 Zerglings and drones before they get in. The probes are now being pulled. As long as you get these 2 Zealots out, you'll be fine as hamburgers. And there we go. Oh, nice positioning on the Zealot. No, it doesn't quite get to the choke point. Does kind of get surrounded. And here we go. New pylon building. Hamburgers with a perfect hold by the looks of things. Hamburger can just build some adepts and basically win this game, right? Wait, no. They just... Did he just... If he depowers that... Oh, my God. Okay, just Zealot in the wall. Zealot in the wall. Hamburgers, though, is like, oh, no, I left a probe outside. Okay. Okay, wait. I mean... Adept is building, needs to build more adepts and needs workers on minerals. Oh my god, there's 400 gas that got mined almost. And there's not enough money to build adepts right now. The hatchery is going to finish and spine crawlers are going to start. Okay, one of them gets blocked. More probes are being pulled. But oh my god, the broodlings are going to hammer. The broodlings are going to hammer, man. Oh, should have killed that before it finished. Okay, one probe goes down. Florencio tries to focus down. I think he got 2 probes there. His gateway goes down. Oh my god, he loses a gateway without getting an adept out. His adept is so late. Hamburgers is in trouble right now. Florencio has inserted some big old spine crawler tentacles inside his opponent's base. That is what Florencio likes to do. He says, I like things that grow inside you. That's what happens. I mean, you have to like that. If you live in the sewer, you're basically hanging around all of the parasites that have been expelled down people's toilets. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably part of his nutrient intake, right? Is people's tapeworm. So, anyways, the spine crawler actually manages to finish. As long as you reclaim your mineral line, you're fine, because these spines can't root anywhere else. But oh my god, the probe's eating up, but the adept's not even fighting. The adept was surfing on the edge of that cliff. She was not fighting for that entire engagement. Oh my lord. As long as those probes get back to mining, there's always a chance to get back in this game. So basically, as long as you shade back to the ramp... Oh no, more links coming in. Florencio here climbs inside. Watch out. He turns your base upside down and he puts a little tentacle inside there. My tapeworm tells me what to do. Pull the tapeworm out of your ass. Hey, pull the tapeworm out of your ass. Yeah. Anyways, I always feel like I hear System of a Down in the back of my head whenever Florencio is playing one of these strategies. Like, there's just something about the insanity of their sound that kind of feels to me like it's the soundtrack of Florencio's strategy, you know? Anyways, nice game. GG, well played. All right, guys, let's go. We got another Terran versus Zerg. Actually, wait, Florencio's the Zerg in this game? Okay, Surge in the top right. Florencio is the Zerg. Oh my god. Now, Florencio's Zerg has always been interesting in terms of the macro, guys. He's going to open with a 14 gas here. So already starting in a very Florencio style on altitude, one of the biggest maps in the pool. Yeah, his Zerg play is always super wacky. It's super... It's like it... There's always a few points where you see him kind of pull his hand off his mouse to kind of stroke his chin and think, what would be most devious to build next? And if you think constant production is important as a Zerg, strap in, you're about to learn otherwise. Remember, Florencio says constant productions for tryhards. If you have anything to micro on the map, or you can save up and then do something later, then just do that instead. So we might see him save up 30 lava and build 30 of one unit all at once. And we will not know until it happens. People are saying this is not Surge, it's Surgy, because it's Surgy. Maybe? I'm going to go with Surge. Bloody Surge, man. Alright guys, we're going to just casually send 2 drones out now at the 1 minute 20 mark. Florencio just doing, we're going burrow? Why? What are you doing? What is this? Are we taking gold bases? What are we doing? Okay, so we're sending 1 drone there, and then 1 drone is just... I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? What is this, mate? Yeah, he's going burrow. Oh my god, this is so stupid. I don't know what we're watching. I know it's going to be gloriously stupid. It makes so little sense. I love it. He sees no command center, so he knows it's not a normal expand build, and he's going to build a hatchery. What are you doing? What is this? What even is that? I don't understand the point. He's building a hatchery outside the base with burrow, but I don't know why. I'm very confused. I think what he wants is for them to come down, try to take it, realize there's creep, finally clear up the hatchery, and then they're like, wait, why can't I take the expansion? The creep's receded, and they realize there's a burrowed drone there. Except he's invested in this so early, and his opponent's actually doing a 1 base build. And they're going 1 base battle cruiser. I think it's a 1 base BC build for Surge. So Surge is doing a 1 base BC build, remembers to make the orbital after a minute of not making it, and are we gonna go 2 port? He's going 2 port. No, okay, that's a depot builder. But I think this is a 1 base battle cruiser versus 1 base I want to burrow a Zergling to block, or a drone to block your hatchery. This drone is still just sitting here. Okay, this is yeah. So Florencio is trying to do a very fancy blocking strategy to frustrate a Terran who has no intention of expanding, at least for a while. Not to mention, Terran can build the commands from the high ground and float it down. This is going to be a bit ridiculous. Okay, so he's going for a soft contain with a spine crawler. That drone got to just have a whole nice break there, hang out, watch the snowy trees, and it finally turns into a spine crawler. Fusion core is on the way, not a surprise. Surge is indeed going Widow Mines, Marines, and a battlecruiser on one base. Florencio is building a second queen, gas, sorry, and going for a queen here and here. The Marines and the Widow Mine are going to try to come down. He's going to build another drone, trying to build some Zerglings to help defend. If he clicks on the Spine Crawler, he can kill it before it finishes, but Surge, with some fantastic not focus fire, is just A-moving into this, and oh, the Queen does fall, which is nice for the Widow Mine, but the Widow Mine will die to that Spine Crawler. Surge is going to try to hang out here. I mean, I don't think you need to go down here as Surge. You're doing a battlecruiser build, but oh my god, Surge is just going to throw units away because, of course, the one-base battlecruiser player doesn't think. They're like, I got to defend by moving out from behind the wall. Oh, sorry, guys, I forgot. I guess Daenerys is in charge of this kingdom as well, this Terran kingdom. Quick, charge out of the gates. You got to line up outside. Her and... Apparently her and Mr. Snow have been getting a bit of that Wincest on, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, no. I don't know why we moved out there, Surge. I don't know what we were defending. It's like, I must defend my expansion. You don't have an expansion. You're doing a one-base battlecruiser build. I must march out there to my death anyway. And you're like, don't know if that was necessary, mate. Anyways, Florencio's kind of screwed, guys, because the battlecruiser will simply win the game. He's making a lair right now. And he even sees it, so he's like, oh god. He realizes he starts a spore crawler at each base. That's not enough. Dude, you need like, you need to start another queen and another spore or two. Yeah, he's building like 3 spores per base. Okay. But he doesn't have any money. He's only on 22 drones. Oh my god, even losing that overlord would be a disaster. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so Surge has the battlecruiser teleport in on the natural, win the game. Teleport in the main, maybe not. Where are we going? Oh, natural? Yeah, there's only one spore there. I think if you just go around the edges and pick off drones, this battlecruiser does so much. He's going to fight this spore crawler, which is not bad, honestly. As long as you already got it in the red. Just finish it off. Just finish it off. Okay, I mean, I guess he's going to kill this one, then go back for it. Mule is going to drop for the repair. Nice move. Surge is going command center and tank on the high ground, by the way, at the same time. Florencio is so screwed. He's trying to build a third hatchery. He's going to try to walk spores over and his single queen maybe to try and defend it. Lings do clean up the mule that was repairing. Spore crawler moves right underneath. Queen does have a transfuse or two. Oh no. Oh, I was about to say she's about to die. Oh no, you needed to pull her back. Florencio says, have you heard of burrow micro? Hello? And he unburrows and loses it immediately. Never mind, guys. Remember, you need to throw morsels to your opponent lest they may give up hope. That's also in Florencio's science school introductory chapter. Verse 2. Yes, guys, his textbooks have verses in them. It's somewhere between scripture and regular textbooks you'd find in university or high school. And thou shalt all give some victories to their opponents so that they do not give up hope and think they can still win. And this shall give you the time to attach the clamps onto their nipples or their sack and inflict upon them much pain through the electrocution of said nutsack. And you're like, okay, this is an interesting scriptural verse slash instructional guide, but we'll see how it goes. Spire is on the way. If he gets the Spire, he wins the game. If Surge gets the Spire, he wins the game. Oh my god, if it rubs the Spore Crawler into its skin, though, it's going to have a bit of trouble. Florencio says if it rubs the Spore Crawler into its skin, it's going to get the hose again. Battlecruiser is going to teleport home. He's going to start clearing this out, but it's going to take a while. Surge is miles ahead economically. And he's got a bunch of SCVs ready to repair. Because remember, guys, for those who don't know, if you rally these SCVs on the minerals, that will become over 16 out of 16. The number will turn red. And basically, that's a terrible evil. So you should always rally extra SCVs off to their own so they can have a break, maybe eat a snack, a little smoko, before you put them to work on your expansion, okay? So for anyone out there who's inefficiently letting the number turn red above the hatchery or the command center, stop doing it now. It's very bad. Definitely hurts your economy. Yeah, just a nice little union meeting going on over there. They're like, oh yeah, should we strike or nah? Spore Crawler's going to start shooting the battlecruiser as well. This battlecruiser, I mean, Florencio's economy is in Dicktown, but he is eventually going to get Corruptors out, and Surge seems to have very little follow-through for this. I do feel if Surge, I don't know, brought a bunch of SCVs or walked their army across the map, I think they win the game. That queen does burrow. Very nice move. Very nice move. Okay, the Overlord's going to get picked off. Oh, no, teleport ready. Oh, Jellyfish Revenge. Oh, Jellyfish Revenge. The Sewer Mermaid coming in. Tactical jump is 5 seconds away, but it's not going to get a chance. And the battlecruiser goes down pretty significant when you're stuck on one base. Now, Surge is going to move out. Now, let's watch Surge not know how to spread creep, guys. So Surge is going to... Or we're just going to take the third. I'd just take the third, to be honest. Surge is going to attack with 7 Marines. Remember I said if you just attack with your army, you'll be good. So Surge takes half of their Marines, leaves the Widow Mines and the tanks and the Battlecruiser, and decides to just attack with 6-7 Marines. So this is what we call an intelligent maneuver. If you guys are ever in a fight, in a real physical altercation... Oh, he only takes 2 tumors. That one's still there. And he saw it as well, didn't he? No, he scanned way off to the side and didn't even scan the tumor. Yeah, basically, if you're in a physical altercation, guys, you should always try to, like, spit on your opponent or maybe give them a light slap to let them know you're being aggressive rather than throw all your force into your first strike. It's just a good way to make sure your opponent knows what's coming next and gives you 0% chance of actually winning said fight. Meanwhile, don't worry, guys. We are mining nice and efficiently right now. The creep is still over there. A few Marines, a Widow Mine. There are 2 Battlecruisers on this map. If they keep attacking, Florencio's dead. He can't afford more Corruptors. But right now, the Battlecruisers are just kind of casually jerking it above this 3rd mineral line. The Corruptors do come in and decide to pee on Surge's living room. W Yamato will punish those Corruptors. And 2 of those do go down. The Zerglings burrow, though. Or Zergling. No, 2 Zerglings have burrowed. So when those Battlecruisers leave, they can unburrow. Oh, he does unburrow. Gets an SCV, and then he immediately burrows, but it dies before it can finish burrowing. Florencio is actually building more Corruptors. And of course, remember, guys, you know when you've shown Battlecruisers this early, you should swap into something that counters Corruptors, because that's what the logical next step is to ensure that you can win, you know, against Corruptors, because they're going to counter the BCs. So, of course, Surge has continued to build Battlecruisers, and, oh, yeah. Oh, they're going to make 3 more star. Yes. I mean, but if you think about it, if you just make more Battlecruisers, maybe it'll surprise the guy who is already countering your Battlecruiser. Oh, does that one check out? Guys, I'm not sure that Surge's logic checks out on the going mass starport versus a guy that's already massing... Not... Oh. My brain hurts a little bit. Ooh, my brain hurts a little bit on that one. Anyways, 38 drones versus 40 SCVs. Florencio takes the economic advantage finally. 7 Corruptors are out. And who knows, maybe Surge is using science as well. Maybe Surge is also using science. Maybe it's not just Florencio, it's a different sort of science. Oh my god, triple Yamato on the hatchery. I mean, if you get the hatchery, I think it's okay. Teleporting home a little bit too early though. And time to get out of there, Surge. I mean, that was pretty technical, actually. Sniping a hatchery, triple teleport home. You can tell Surge has done this before. Surge also has a planetary on the 3rd, and the expansion is now clear, so they can take the natural when they want to. I also love this, guys. So notice, remember, guys, build 12 turrets at the front, and none guarding your main or your production, so the Corruptors can just fly around into your main base and kill all your Battlecruisers. This is what we call an intelligent spread of defenses. Basically, everyone knows that if you're in a real war, you want to concentrate all of your forces in one zone. I mean, even on a small scale. This doesn't just apply big scale war. It could be like you're a tactical squad going into an unknown environment. You want everyone to be as clumped as possible. So if you... that way, you've got more chance of dodging... Like, especially... Say you've got a squad, 20 men. You've got, let's say, 20 soldiers, right? I don't know what you call that. You know, a couple squads. But you're moving through an enemy minefield. Now... A lot of people out there are friggin' morons. They would say spread out so you don't get too much collateral. But an intelligent person just puts all of them standing right on top of each other. So that way you've got more chance of no one getting hit by a mine. And it makes sense if you really think hard enough about it, guys. So same thing. There's artillery going down. Everyone jump in the same foxhole. It's a really good idea. And nothing bad could ever happen. So they build 14 turrets on the front and none on any of your other bases. Very intelligent. I like the slow bailing into planetary maneuver. That there is what Florencio likes to do. It's a Florencio special. I also like that he's still spreading creep away. I don't know how his creep tumors are still alive, but Surge is clearly obsessed with trying to stop it and failing quite hard. Luckily, the SCVs don't go down. Surge does take the natural. And Surge is continuing to build more Battlecruisers. Now trying to go 4 starport Battlecruiser. Holy crap, one of the most easily hard counterable units in the game, the Battlecruiser. And the plan is I'm going to build some Battlecruisers, then I'm going to make more Battlecruisers. And, like, hope my opponent doesn't know how to build Corruptors. I feel like Surge is... What's that annoying blonde character? The blonde kind of frumpy girl in Big Mouth. I'm kind of hearing Surge's internal monologue in my head in her voice, where it's like this grating, clearly voiced by a man, Lola, that's her name. Lola. Yeah, I feel like Surge's thought process might... The strategy voice, the strategy angel on his shoulder may in fact be Lola. Banelings are going to take out a few Marines. Corruptor's coming over here. Florencio is literally crawling out of the sewer this game. Surge stuffed him through a manhole at the start of this game with the first battlecruiser. Florencio has been in Dicktown ever since, and yet somehow he's hanging on. He blocks that wave, a bunch of Yamatos, and the teleports home. That's the BC tax, which is still very painful. But Florencio does clear out the wave of turrets there at the front. Okay, what do we got? Battlecruisers coming in 2 at a time. High-sex auto-tracking is going to come in as well. Florencio has had issues with that high-sex. It's the drive that he has. Actually, I've heard his dog Dexter has a very high-sec drive. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, if you go into Florencio's apartment, guys, you will get humped. Let's put it that way. That's what I've heard. Reliable sources tell me. He will confirm. Oh, no! You could just lift that and fly it away, guys. If you just lift it and move a little bit away, the piss stream can't reach. The SCVs try to repair, but it gets melted down there by the caustic spray. Wait. And he doesn't have another command center. Oh my god, Surge has actually just lost their entire economy to slow Banelings killing the third, and then Florencio unzipped his fly and just pissed on his face. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. Dexter's a good boy, guys. He's just sharing the love, by the way. Nothing wrong with that. Just sharing the love. He's just an enthusiastic boy. And your leg is the closest thing to a friendly lady dog for him to be friends with, you know? It's just part of the sacrifice of hanging out with Flo. Anyways, battlecruisers are going to move south. Hatchery over there on the left. I hope Dexter's still doing well. I haven't actually heard him talk about Dexter in a while. I hope Dexter's still healthy. I know dogs are... not as long-lived as us humans, unfortunately. Anyways, BCs are going to try and pull back. Corruptor's coming forward. Yamato! Oh my god, he's going to lose a BC! Florencio's got that critical mass now. Does take a lot of Yamatos to the face. That one missile turret pushes him back, but he kills a battlecruiser, and more important, Florencio is showing some of the best Zerg macro I have ever seen. From Florencio. In that he's actually taking a 4th and a 5th base, and has 6 gases mining. He had 50 drones for a moment there, which is pretty damn high for Florencio Zerg. He's also going to transition into Hydras, which, when the eventual Thor Widowmine transition comes, is going to be pretty decent against that. And, yeah. Fun fact from chat. Did you know, fun fact, the upgrade there on the missile turret does increase its range for that and the planetary fortress. So, yeah, technically, it's actually the Terran Viagra upgrade, just like extended thermal lances for Protoss. That's technically correct, Twitch chat. Well done. Thank you for backing me up in my commentary today. You guys have some real insights. I like it. I do still feel Surge has the chance to win. The problem is, I think Florencio might have realized they didn't build turrets elsewhere. Wait, Surge built turrets elsewhere. I guess this was the new expansion, so that's why they built it there after losing all the other turrets. Corruptors are going to try to come in. There's a lot of turrets. I mean, you could zoom in and behind. I think he wants to unzip his fly. No, not a good move. He started unzipping his fly. He realized the BCs are right there. He kills one. He can't fly through all those turrets, can he? Oh, he's just going to tank it. Florencio goes full Chad mode. He says, your teleport's not ready. A teleport actually is ready. But Surge is like, well, this is the best place to fight, isn't it? Surely I can stand and fight here. Not when you're this far behind on economy. Bad trade cost for Florencio, but bloody good trade in terms of, hey, you've got next to no money. I'm killing battlecruisers. That's all I need to do. Well, is it though? He's only on 51 drones, actually. It's okay, guys. He's building Hydras and then Swarm Hosts. And then Lurker Den. Okay, so we're going to see Lurkers and Swarm Hosts. Okay. Florencio is unlocking the Zerg tech tree piece by piece and going, oh, I've got some fun toys I'm going to play with. This here is what we call a Corruptor no-go zone, guys. If you go in here as a Corruptor, you are stupider than Symbol when he goes into the Elephant Graveyard. I don't care how much these Corruptors are trying to impress a sexy girl Corruptor or boy Corruptor that they like. And they're like, I'm brave. I'm not afraid of anything. I laugh in the face of danger. You fly over here. Hyena's gonna bloody shank your shit. You're gonna get your face ripped off. You are gonna get absolutely destroyed. You will get bloody diddled to hell and beyond. So, yeah, you better chill out on that one, Florencio. Got a couple of Swarmos coming across the map. Marines going after the creep tumors there as well. Gonna finally clear up Florencio's creep. His infestation from 15 minutes earlier that started with a super random proxy hatch and burrow has finally been cleaned up. Now, at this point, guys, it's okay. I actually think Surge has a pretty good chance of winning because they've realized battlecruisers isn't working, so they're making a highly intelligent tech transition into 1 Widowmine, 2 Marines, and they're still building battlecruisers, guys. Still building battlecruisers. Now, I mean, it might work because Florencio stopped building corruptors, funnily enough. So if you keep Yamatoing them, that corrupt account's not going to be high enough to fight the battlecruiser remax. So maybe, guys, apparently if you do something stupid enough times in a row, it might just work. So, you know, stupid is sometimes successful, but only against very intelligent opponents. And Florencio is highly intelligent, and therefore he might fall for the stupid because he's expecting you to do the smart thing. Now, to be fair, I am being unfair. Surge is actually rounding out their tech with some upgrades. That's going to give +1 attack to their 5 unupgraded Marines. It's just a high priority at this point. For those who are thinking, well, why don't pros just make +1 when playing mech 19 minutes into the game on 39 SCVs? It's because they're bad. Let's be honest. Pros only win because they have faster mechanics and can click faster than anyone else. It's never because of an understanding of strategy or priorities. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are ever doubting yourself, if you just could click faster, you would easily win all your games and probably be a tournament-winning champion. This is a 3 Marine run by. Unfortunately, mistimed it. +1 weapons is not ready in time for this. Can you believe it? Oh, no. And right now, the Swarm hosts are about to throw their babies in to ruin Surge's day. Oh, man, those Widowmines actually killed a lot. They are free units, though, so it does not matter. Oh, man, those Locusts are going absolutely ham. The SCVs don't even get pulled away. The Corruptors and the Hydras looking for a snipey snipe on these battlecruisers. Ooh, he made the movement speed on the Hydras. Hats off to Florencio. And he's actually going to dive on these Corruptors. They need to teleport to the turrets at the front. The turrets at the front. Go to the Elephant Graveyard. To the Elephant Graveyard. You have teleport available. Go to the Elephant Graveyard. Oh, but he's trying to defend his production, I guess. I mean, the Corruptors and the Swarmers eventually get pushed back. Those 3 Marines, guys. Wait. Does +1? +1 is going to kick in before the hatchery dies, guys. I was wrong. I take it back, guys. I'm issuing a full apology. My journalistic integrity has been kind of trespassed on here, and I want to own up to it and admit it and say, I'm sorry, everyone. I will do better. +1 was perfectly timed out to snipe the snatchery. The Locusts are going in right there. We're going to see what can happen. Going to focus down a whole bunch of these. Oh my god, the Marines actually killed the hatchery. That is actually impressive. Florencio said, you know what? You got to give them an inch every now and then so that they think they can take a mile. Oh my lord. Florencio just lost his entire drone line on the bottom right and his hatchery on the top left. Florencio's economy just got blitzed. Surge just Florencio'd Florencio. I mean, he literally, he's actually doing Widowmine damage. Now, Florencio, unfortunately, does know how detection works. He has an Overseer somewhere on this. There it is. Overseer on this map. He sets the eyeball up out of its head, sets it up in pervert mode. Those Widowmines burrow there. The Overseer's not in range, but Florencio's on top of it. And those Swarmos going to body block a little bit. Do any of these Widowmines fire? And no, they do not. Last one goes down. That hatchery is not being rebuilt. Florencio's economic regrowth looking pretty good right now, as he, instead of rebuilding hatcheries, decides to mass Spinecrawler on the base that's almost mined out. That's what I call high-level StarCraft. And when I mean high-level StarCraft, sorry, I mean like high-level StarCraft. To be fair, there should be a bunch of coughing after, because it's so high that there was definitely some resin involved. I'm talking about some concentrated California THC. We're talking about that goddamn dabbity-dab fucking going to the moon sort of thing, you know? Anyways, Locusts coming in, Corruptors as well, Hydra's moving forward, Battlecruisers are going to fall back. The Locusts are going to start to swarm over the bloody top. The Hydra's coming in as well. And this indeed, I mean, I might have been underrating it. The dabs at the very least, a heroic dose of dabs, quite likely to just be meth, let's be honest. Watching this game, I do feel like it might be meth. Anyways, Swarmos are burrowed outside the base right now. A single lurker says, lol, you sure you want to retake that, buddy? And Surge says, you know what, man? I honestly just feel like Zerg is broken. I'm trying my best here. I'm playing a solid strategy, and I keep making the best unit in the game. And when they die, I make more of them. And I wonder why I'm not winning. Oh, I think it's just because Zerg is broken. Florencio's Hydras, even taking out Battlecruisers, and Battlecruisers absolutely mince Hydras, guys. But they do outnumber them enough. Even with the 1-1 upgrade advantage on the Battlecruisers, a few of them do go down. Meth is actually nice compared to this. This is just straight up brain damage, according to Twitch chat. The good kind of brain damage, guys. Remember, this is StarCraft. Pure in its best and most beautiful form. I also love, guys, my favorite part about all this, is that Florencio is like, I'm refusing to make corruptors now. I don't know if it's because he's winning too easily with them, but he's like, no, he's going to swap into ground. No, he's going to swap. So he's massing Hydras, which kind of suck first PCs. The BC continuation is actually the right tech. Problem, Surge has no income. Surge is dead, guys. This is it. As these battle cruisers go down, they're not going to get that. He's going to try to get the hatchery, thinking that'll win in the game. It's not going to work. I stand well, he could have got it if he just didn't teleport home 2 seconds early. I was about to say I stand corrected, but I stand justified. This game here, fantastic technical maneuver. To be fair, he saved all the battle cruisers, but on the other hand, that was a 10 hit point hatchery. And here we go, another battle cruiser desperately trying to go down that right flank to finish it off. It's time to finish the job. Yeah, you could tell he is horny, guys. Is he going to kill the hatchery and leave the game? Is GG, right? Kill hatchery, GG? No. Okay, no, he's staying in it. Okay, he's staying in it. Okay, all right. Locusts are going to land on this base one more time. Surge lifts up and says, you can't reach me, dickheads. Even the flying ones. Even you, idiots. Let's go to Surge's camera, guys, as they're basically on a massive amount of copium right now. It might be the heavy time dilation. They might have thought that they've been in this game for 6 years and they're actually inside the battle cruiser, or potentially it could be they actually only think 6 seconds have gone by since the start of this game and it's all just been like a few frames is all they remember from this whole experience. Either way, the copium is definitely real as this single battle cruiser tries single-handedly to win the game. And the Hydras say, yeah, nah, idiot. And he goes down. We're still on Surge's camera, who decides to take a new command. Oh, my lord. Holy... Okay, we're going to fast forward now, guys, because... oh, guys. Oh, my God. He did it again. He did it again. Did you guys see that? Sorry, we got an instant rewind. Guys, the number turned red. And remember, guys, if the number turns red, it's very, very bad because red is a bad color. So Surge pulls SCVs off so the number isn't red. Someone, please track down Surge and find a way to DM this player and tell them. Please tell them. They keep pulling SCVs off to not have the number be red. Oh my god, it wasn't a one-off. I kind of made it like a dumb joke. I didn't realize it was an actual thing. Oh my god. That is so funny, man. Surge teleports their BCs into Mass Hydra, loses them. And that is just amazing. Are we going to pull more SCVs off to get that to 10 out of 10 before? Yes! Yes! Surge! Surge! Pulls the SCVs off to make it 9 out of 10 rather than 15 out of 10. Okay, for anyone who's a complete rookie, they still mine. They still mine in the red. Just when it goes red, they're not being as efficient. And past about 20, you get very little work. Up to 23, 24, you technically might be getting a tiny bit of mining. But above that, they're not getting any more. Above 23, 24, right? But yeah, this is just amazing that Surge is like, oh god, the number's red. It's not like obviously they're doing nothing standing on their own. It's not like it's bad. Oh my god, Surge is lifting, canceling, and then what are you doing, Surge? What are you doing, mate? What is this? You can leave, buddy. And they leave. No GG. That was an hour of the Florencio files. If you've survived this long and you still know the English language, if blood isn't dripping out of your ears or down your nose, then you are a goddamn trooper, because what you just experienced is much more intense than when 11 from Stranger Things goes and fucking cracks someone's skull open. You just experienced some straight up savagery. Thank you everyone for joining me for the hour of Florencio files. I assume we're chucking this up on YouTube, even though I've done this live on stream. So if you want to support the channel, please check out the Patreon over here. Look at all these people. Thank you. Join them. There's a Patreon in the description and support more of whatever we just witnessed. Or if that was too much of a travesty, I guess you can there's probably someone who's like, I'm unsubscribing from the Patreon for that last game. Thank you, Jacob G and Max Ed especially. And thanks everyone for watching the Flow Files. Check out some other games on screen. See you next time. Goodbye and good night. Bye-bye.